See, electric vehicles today in India have many issues. Firstly, we have had some instances relating to safety.
When it's time to hit the road, why settle for the same old ride? India's leading EV might be just what will change your driving experience. It's been the choice of over 40,000 thrill seekers. But what has made this EV so popular? Does it have any special features? Let's find out. Tata Motors introduced the electric version of the Nexon SUV back in 2020. Since then, the Nexon EV has become really popular in the country. People like it because of its design, how long the battery lasts, and just because it's cool. In just 3 years, they've sold a lot 53,000 of them. That's a big deal. Now the Nexon EV makes up 15% of all Nexon sales. They are now the top EV sellers in India. There are different types you can get too, like the EV Prime, EV Max, and some special dark edition ones. But wait, that's not all. The Nexon EV keeps breaking records lately. One time, a Nexon EV Max made it into the India Book of Records. It did the fastest drive from Kashmir to Kanyakumari in just under 4 days. That's a distance of 4,003 kilometers. It showed it can handle long trips across different cities. The EV Max can go up to 453 kilometers on a full charge, according to the official test, and during the record drive, it went around 300 kilometers before needing a recharge. How did the Nexon EV become such a success? Well, when they introduced it, it was right in the middle of the COVID-19 lockdown. This put a pause on the growing electric vehicle scene, especially when it came to building charging stations. All key growth segments, public transport, mobility in cities, and the fleet segment, were impacted.
And a somewhat similar problem in India, wherein the incident first of its kind here, automotive space of India has seen Tata Motors, the auto giant, and its much publicized electric vehicle Nexon catching fire in Mumbai now.
But here is a twist. Even though the lockdown slowed things down in the beginning of 2020, the electric car industry still managed to sell around 3,000 cars between April and November. That's not counting the fleet segment, which didn't do as well because it wasn't being used much. Most of the growth came from people buying cars for themselves, instead of for companies. People used to think individuals were slower to start buying electric cars because of some obstacles. Here comes the best part. Out of all the cars sold, the Nexon EV made up a big chunk, 2,086 units out of 2,959. That's like 70% of all the electric cars sold, and it's 4.5 times more than what Tata's other electric car, the Tiger EV, sold before the Nexon. So basically their whole electric car industry's growth is because of the Nexon EV. If it wasn't for that, sales would have gone down by 20%. Plus, the Nexon EV has sold more than any other electric car before it. Shailesh Chandra, president of the passenger vehicle business unit at Tata Motors, believes that the company's clever plan of tackling the main obstacles for electric vehicles head-on, along with forming partnerships with other Tata companies like Tata Power, Tata Chemicals, Tata Autocomp Systems, and Tata Capital to set up the electric vehicle infrastructure, has really paid off. Tata Motors made a brave choice by deciding to focus on individuals buying cars, even though most signs were saying that selling cars to companies for fleets would be the way to go for more sales. They saw that most people, about 85–90%, buy cars for themselves, so they thought it made sense to create an electric car specifically for them.
चलिए टाटा मोटर्स पर एक राय ले लेते हैं। कपिल, टाटा मोटर्स कैसा लग रहा है यहाँ से आपको?
टाटा मोटर्स का स्ट्रक्चर तो काफी अच्छा था और पर्टिकुलरली अप्रैल महीना जो हम देखते हैं तो हमने उसकी कुछ 22 साल की सीजनलिटी देखी हुई थी और 22 साल में।
But that's not all. They used other strategies to make the Nexon EV a major success. During their planning phase, a survey of potential buyers highlighted 3 main obstacles that Tata Motors needed to overcome to make its electric cars appealing. What are these obstacles? Firstly, people felt that electric cars were too expensive, costing 2.5 times more than regular cars. The company set a goal to keep their EV prices within 25% higher than regular cars. Secondly, buyers wanted a car that could go at least 200 kilometers on a single charge to address range anxiety. Lastly, people wanted an electric car that was just as fun to drive as traditional cars. They took these challenges into account and worked hard to design the Nexon EV to tackle all of them. Guess what? They did it in just 16 months. They made sure to create a car that really met the needs of our customers. Did you know that the first problem of price was solved with the Nexon EV? It's only about $1,400, $2,100 more expensive than the Nexon Diesel AMT. And get this, in Delhi, it's even cheaper than the Diesel AMT version because the government offers incentives to encourage people to buy electric cars. These EVs are super affordable, having a starting price of just $18,000. To put that into perspective, let's compare it to other car brands. The 2023 Tesla Model 3, which is Tesla's cheapest car, costs around $40,240. That's just crazy.
Elon Musk's Tesla is now one of the worst performing companies on the S&P 500, thanks in part to really brutal sales numbers so far this year.
But that's not all. They made sure to solve the range problem too. Everyday buyers will be pleased to know that the Nexon EV comes with a liquid-cooled battery pack. It's designed to last a long time and can go up to 395 kilometers on one charge. Now you might wonder, how did they do that? Well, the company made a new electric motor that's 20 kilograms lighter. Tata Motors also made the car more aerodynamic by adding air curtains on the front bumper. Plus, they added new LED lights, which use 30% less energy for lighting up, giving the Nexon EV a cool futuristic appearance. The car company added paddle shifters on the steering wheel. These let you adjust how much the brakes regenerate energy. It's useful when you're stuck in traffic or going downhill and need to brake often, helping to extend the car's range. For performance, the new motor can spin faster, going up to 16,000 revolutions per minute compared to 12,000 revolutions per minute before. The electric car can go from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 9 seconds. Tata also increased the top speed of the Nexon EV to 150 kmph, but driving faster than 100 kmph might use up the battery quicker. But wait, that's not all. This car is powered by a special kind of motor called a permanent magnet motor. It can give you up to 129 horsepower and 245 newton-meters of torque instantly. This motor gets its power from a 2 kilowatt-hour T-shaped battery pack tucked away under the floor. And if you're worried about the battery getting wet, don't be.
Elon Musk's Tesla is the world's most valuable car company and also a pure electric car manufacturer, so it's a bellwether of the wider electric vehicle market.
It meets IP67 standards, which means it can handle being underwater up to 1 meter deep. Things get even better. You will also be given a warranty for 8 years or up to 160,000 kilometers on the battery pack and the electric motor. But what of the exterior? The Nexon SUV design has been changing since its launch. With redesigned daytime running lights, DRLs, headlights, a fresh front design, and a new rear bumper, the updated Nexon has a sleeker appearance inspired by the Tata Curve concept. Both the front and back of the Nexon EV got a complete makeover, including full LED DRLs. While both versions share a similar layout, they have some differences too. Additionally, the car sports a new bumper design at the back and connected tail lamps to complete its look. The new design makes it look more like an SUV than it did before, but it still keeps that coupe style that this brand is known for, and things get even better. The car comes packed with lots of safety features to keep you safe. It's got 6 airbags, a 360-degree camera, ABS with EBD, a reverse camera, front parking sensors, ISOFIX seat anchors, 3-point seat belts for everyone in the car, electronic stability control, an auto-dimming rearview mirror, and plenty more to ensure your safety on the road. Finally, how did Tata make the Nexon EV more fun? They gave it various driving modes and efficiency features. This made driving it fun. In the Nexon Max, drivers can select between Eco, City, and Sports modes. Many other electric vehicles offer similar driving modes too. The Nexon EV works superbly as a city car. Comfortable, quick off the mark, and effortless to drive. It feels so familiar that most drivers will be happy to swap in a jiffy. When you step on the accelerator pedal, you'll feel the instant torque, making driving lively and giving you better control over maneuvering your car on city streets and highways. But wait, there is more. Regenerative braking lets you slow down the car by easing off the accelerator pedal, allowing for single-pedal drives. It's important to note that this helps recover energy back into the battery, which boosts the car's range. With multiple levels of regenerative braking, you can choose how quickly or gradually you want the car to slow down, and consequently, how much energy you want to reclaim. The Nexon EV's massive sales is a sign that electric vehicles adoption has been on the rise in India. What can't be missed, however, is that this remains one of the most promising EVs to go on sale. What is your favorite thing about the Tata Nexon EV? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more such content. Thanks for watching.